When you want to insert a table, you simply go to the Insert menu and click on Table. You can choose how many cells across and how many cells down in your table by simply manipulating the image right here. When I take a click, it makes you a basic table. Now you have different formatting things that you can do to this table. I find it easier to click inside the table and you get a bunch of different choices. Here's how you can insert a row above and below or another column. Here's how you can delete rows. If you want to distribute the rows into a different way of the spacing. So for example, if your columns aren't even, you can pick distribute columns. The table properties under format, when you're inside the table, gives you your most control over if you want to change the look of your table. Here you can change the table border. So you can pick a different color for the outside of the border and make the border walls fatter. Okay? If I want to do more, once I can go back and click in one of my cells, and you can either go to click in a cell and go to format. Click in the cell and right click and go back to table properties. Here's how you can change the width, the height of the table, cell padding, which means how much space is going to be between your text or your image and the wall of the cell. So if I wanted to make things closer, I could change this. And you'll see now my cursor is really, really close to that cell wall. So if I right click again and go back to table properties, I can change that if I didn't want it to be that. Okay, then you also have minimum row height, and you can change the alignments, which means how is something going to appear inside your cell. So if I make it center alignment, table aligned, I'm starting to type in the center, like this. So you can play with different things. So if I do set a vertical alignment in the middle, then you notice it types here. So you can play with the different features and table properties to see what they're going to do. You can also change the background color of the individual cell. If you'd like to do more than one cell, you can highlight across multiple cells, right click, and go back to table properties, and then change the background color of multiple cells, and change the alignment of multiple cells. So now I'm typing up here. You also can control the size of the cells by simply going to where a cell border is and dragging up or deleting or moving things over. So there's different ways to control the size of your table, whether you want to do it manually by clicking on the cell borders and moving them around, or clicking inside and going to table properties. So I'm like, okay, my column width, here's my minimum row height. Maybe I want to change something in here and I want all my column width to be 1 inch. Then it changes everything. So you can play with it a little bit. If you notice if I did distribute the columns, it made everything even again. If I go distribute rows, it evens everything out again. So lots of things to play with in your tables. Tables are also a good thing for holding pictures and images. So if you go to Insert and you go to Image, this also I'm going to show you about inserting images, not just within a table as well, but you can upload from your computer, or you can click on Search the Web, and it gives you a search right in here. So if I'm looking for pictures of dogs, I can click, find my picture of the dog, click on it, and hit Insert, and it's going to insert it into the cell. So it can be a nice way to make a photo gallery as well, because you can control where your pictures are going. Another way of inserting images, if you upload from the computer, you have to remember where your image is saved. So you can save images to your computer and also upload them into a document, or into a table. So inserting images, if you have a Google things in your Google photo, you can go to Google Photos. And here's all these are pictures from my different Google Photos. So I could click on a picture from Google Photos that I had and hit insert as well. So it makes it super, super easy. Once an image is inside, you can drag it and make it bigger or delete it like I just did. So let me show you a little bit about inserting images down here without the cell. So just say I go to insert and I go to image and I'm going to take it from a photo of mine. Look at this cute puppy and I insert it. And there's the picture of the puppy. Now, if this picture is so big, you don't want it too big, you can click on the picture and you see the little handles in the corner. You can drag them in to change the size and not lose the portion if you drag from the corner. If you don't drag from a corner, you will lose proportion, but maybe for some reason that's what you want to do. You want to make your puppy really narrow and really long, which made him go on the other page. The circle up here allows you to rotate. So if you want to do something fun on your document, you can rotate the picture. You also have some tools too. Notice my toolbar here. I do not have an image selected, but if I click on the image, my toolbar does change. And I now have the cropping tool, so you can even crop an image. So it's not just resizing, it actually cut off part of the image. You can reset the image if you didn't like it. You can even add a border color to your image and a border width. So you can jazz up your images by changing different things on them. And you can even make the border dashed. So you can do some fun things, but remember, click on the image and you notice you've got your different tools here that you didn't have before. So when you're not on the image, here's your toolbar. You can also insert an image from over here. So you get insert on the menu bar and insert on the toolbar. Same choices. By URL, if you have an image URL from your camera, all different choices.